In today's video, I'm going to be talking about every single thing that's going to be coming inside of the new The Forge update. We're going to be going over the new bosses that we're going to be getting, the new island, and all of the new enemies on said island. Not just that, but we're also going to be speculating some things that the devs might add in this update, and some things that the players really need. So make sure you guys watch this video all the way to the end, and let me know if you guys agree with what I'm saying, and maybe if I even missed something in the comments down below. As always, hit that like and subscribe button if you guys want to be a part of the OG 400k. With that being said, let's hop straight into this video. So as you guys know, this weekend we are actually going to be getting an update inside of the Forge, and my guess is this is going to be with an admin abuse, which would be pretty exciting. So as you guys can see on the events page, the Forge weekend, extra luck plus free rerolls. Play the Forge with extra luck boost this weekend. It's the best time to grind for rare or drops, and also use the code PEAK with an exclamation point at the end of it at this weekend for 10 free rerolls. So make sure you guys actually use this code whenever this update comes out. This time is obviously going to be different for you guys, so make sure you know what time it's going to be coming out for you. And as you guys can see, this event is actually going to last for 2 days, aka, the entire weekend. So make sure you guys actually go ahead and use that new code when this event eventually starts. For now though, I believe there is only one code that is working in the game, so you guys can go ahead and use this code before it expires. But anyways, let's go ahead and actually talk about the things that are going to be added inside of this update. So we actually have a lot of leaks for what's going to be coming inside this update. I've already actually covered this, but if you guys missed it, let me actually quickly go ahead and cover it for y'all. So first things first, we're going to be getting a brand new weapon. I'm pretty sure this weapon is not in the game currently, but this looks really cool. And yeah, soon we might actually see this thing come to the game. I'm not sure if this is a scrapped weapon or maybe a secret weapon that's already in the game, but I tried looking through this list, bro, and I honestly could not find it anywhere. So my guess is it's probably going to come out very soon. The next leak that we have here is actually going to be Island 3 itself. So if you guys have not seen this leak yet, as you guys can see, we're going to be getting a completely new island inside of the Forge. And this island is going to be snow themed with a bunch of snow themed enemies, and of course new ores, new places to go ahead and grind and whatnot. I'm going to be covering this entire thing when it eventually releases. Now, as to when this Island 3 update is going to come out, nobody really knows, but this is obviously going to be a major update. And I've seen this game getting bi-weekly updates, meaning every 2 weeks we get a major update. So my guess is this might come out maybe next week. For now though, we might get a smaller update, and yeah, I'll tell you guys what we might get in this small update this week. Once again, I have no insider information or anything. This is completely speculation, so before you guys go into the comments and say, oh Cozy, you lied, I'm just speculating here. I'm just going off of what the community has been saying and other content creators who play this game are saying. So that's purely what I'm basing all of this off of. So please don't call me out. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at some other leaks that we have. And this one, I have a strong feeling it might come out this weekend, because this is a new boss that's going to be coming out to the game. And as you guys can see, this does not look like an Island 3 boss, right? I feel like every single island is probably going to have its own boss, and this looks like a Island 2 enemy. I mean, think about it. We already have these skeletons inside of Island 3, and this just makes sense to have a final skeleton boss. So yeah, the boss area that was added a few days ago will finally probably get used this weekend today. Another hint that bosses are coming to the game very soon is right inside of the achievement section here. As you guys can see, Boss Hunter is an achievement, and currently there is no way of completing this because there is no bosses in the game. Another thing that's pretty interesting is a few days ago, we actually got an expansion inside of the Forge Roblox. This was like a secret update, and yeah, not a lot of people are actually talking about this, but if we make our way over to the volcano area right over here and go over to this section, as you guys can see, this is a brand new door that was added just a few days ago. And if we actually go ahead and use free cam and go inside of this place, check this out guys. It is a completely new area, and I feel like this is probably where the boss is actually going to spawn in. My guess is you'll probably have to go ahead and obtain a key to open up this gate, and maybe even this door right here, which of course has the demonic pickaxe right behind it. So yeah, maybe these two are related. Maybe you have to go ahead and kill the boss that's going to be inside here to get a key to go ahead and open the demonic pickaxe. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. But yeah, clearly this is an expansion update that we're going to be getting very soon. Maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend. But this update is definitely not related to, of course, the Island 3 update. I feel like this is going to be a completely different major update that we're going to get very, very soon. Following up on that though, Island 3 is also going to be getting new enemies, and some of these have already been leaked to us. For example, this first one. Now this one is probably going to be equivalent to something like these little guys right over here, the skeleton rogue. These are going to be the most common enemies and the easiest to kill enemies inside of this new update. That is my guess. It just looks like a small enemy, and I feel like we're going to be going with this bug theme for this Island 3 update, so we're going to be getting a lot of bug type enemies. For Island 2 we got a lot of skeleton type enemies, so I feel like for Island 3 we're going to get a lot of bug type enemies, and this is once again proven more if we keep on scrolling down. As you guys can see, there's an even bigger type of this bug, whatever this thing is, maybe a spider. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, but clearly this update is going to be themed in this bug type thing, and we're going to be getting a lot of these bug type enemies. How many times have I said bug, bro? But anyways, let's move on. As you guys can see, there is even more concepts for even more enemies. Why won't it load? But there you go. Check this out, guys. This looks really, really cool, and it looks like a org, I guess. And yeah, these again have these frozen shards on them, so this is definitely an Island 3 enemy. And once again, this kind of proves my points. Why is this particular leak included with all of these others? And that's what I think. That's why I think that this might be a completely separate update compared to this, because it just doesn't fit in. So yeah, this is definitely a boss that we're going to be seeing very, very soon. Not just that, but we're also going to be getting brand new armor just like this. Man, this looks really, really cool. And who knows, this might actually be better than the current Dark Knight armor that we have in the game, just because it looks so freaking fancy. So yeah, I have a strong feeling this might actually be better than the Dark Knight variant armor that we have in the game currently. Who knows though, we still haven't seen any other leaks for this, no stats or anything. But yeah, as far as we know, this is a new type of armor we're going to be getting inside of Island 3. Why Island 3? Because of this woolly texture right here, and the fact that this thing is based on a wolf, which, you know, wolves are found mainly in colder areas of the world, so that's why I think that this might be a Island 3 armor piece in the Island 3 update. Anyways, here is a quick animation for the new enemies that we're going to be getting inside this update. Looks pretty cool too. Not just that, but we also got a look at the new weapon that we're going to be getting inside this update. So yeah, we're going to be getting probably a new type of weapon inside this update, and this might be the new rarest type of weapon you might be able to get. Who knows? As you guys know, if you go over to the forging area right here, there is of course different variants of weapons for different types of weapons. For example, a dagger has 3 types of weapons, so I feel like this is probably going to be under the great axe section, and we might get a 1 in 8 chance to get this new weapon, whatever it's going to be called. So yeah, pretty cool leak right here too. And yeah, this is what the weapons animation is actually going to look like. It looks really, really cool, bro. Also, I'm pretty sure this is a new weapon and this is also a new weapon, unless that's just a regular great axe. I can't really tell, but yeah, this one is definitely that weapon we saw earlier that is going to be coming out maybe in the new update. Who knows? But here is what the animation for this new weapon is actually going to look like, and man, it looks really, really cool. I love the way this thing looks. Let me know what type of weapon you think this is. Is it a katana? Is it a great axe? Now that I'm looking at it, I really doubt that this is a great axe, because yeah, great axe's animation is much slower than what we're seeing here. So once again, let me know what you guys think about what this weapon type is. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about a few things that I personally want to see added inside the game. I'm going to quickly speed run through these because honestly, there isn't really much I want in this game. This game is actually pretty perfect. But the first and most important thing that I think we should see inside this update, or at least this Saturday, is private servers. Please, 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 devs, give us private servers, bro. We desperately need them. Right now, getting private servers is the most difficult thing ever, and it's so difficult to grind in the game because there's always constantly that guy who keeps on griefing you for no absolute reason. So private servers would be a huge help. I feel like if they do add private servers, they're gonna cost like 200 to 400 Robux. They're not gonna be cheap at all, but at least we're gonna have the option to be able to have private servers. I think I'll be happy with that. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Additionally, we should also get a way to get free race rerolls inside of the Forge. As you guys know, right now getting race rerolls basically means you have to wait for the developers to add a new code, or just, you know, give you free race rerolls. But I really hope that someday we might get a quest that gives us free race rerolls, or maybe you can buy race rerolls or something. Anything, just a free way of getting race rerolls, you know, being able to actually farm them. Right now, it's just not fair that some people get the demon race or the angel race in like 2 tries, and then there's others like me who have spent thousands and thousands on Robux trying to get race rerolls and still have not managed to get some. So I'm really, really hoping that we might see these someday, but yeah, we'll just have have to wait and see. Another thing, this one's kind of small. Give us a way to increase our inventory. Like, I feel like I'm not the only one who's going crazy about our inventory space, right? I keep running out of inventory and it's really, really annoying. So maybe if we can get a way to actually get more inventory space, that would be pretty helpful. This one is a small little grunge though, so I don't really think this is important, but it would still be cool to buy more inventory upgrades or something like that. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is lag. This game suffers from a lot of lag, especially if you guys are on a lower end device like a mobile or even just a really bad PC. So I feel like adding private servers might fix this lag situation, because trying to play with 20 other people is obviously going to cause a lot of lag. But maybe if we have a private server, there will be a lot less lag. Not just that, but maybe some graphics settings that you can turn off or something would be super, super helpful for more people to actually get access to the Forge and, you know, actually enjoy the game. But I really hope the devs add content today, because the game's kind of starting to get stale because there really isn't much to do anymore. So I really, really hope to see more content added inside of today's update, but we'll just have to wait and see if that actually happens. Anyways, if you guys found this video informative or just helpful, hit that like and subscribe button. Once again, be a part of the OG 400k. We're so close to 400k, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.